I could love somebody else right now, how would you feel? Pretend like I love somebody else right now, but it wouldn't be real. There's still a lot of space inside my heart that they can't fill. And I tried my best to hold you down, but you wouldn't be still. So I got some left to be, the one with the rest of me. Could you take the best of me, without even asking me?
Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to be doing a full face everything drugstore makeup. Every product that I have used in this video is all drugstore makeup, so you can be a baddie on a budget. I definitely love drugstore makeup, and I know everybody else does love drugstore makeup because you get pretty good products for pretty good prices. That, and I really just wanted to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, just because I have stuck to certain products that I use in my everyday makeup routine, and I haven't really played with any other makeup other than what I use every day. I try this new brow pomade that I've been meaning to try. I got to try out a lot of other stuff too that I've been having in my makeup collection for a while that I haven't touched. So I got to use some of that today. With all that being said, this is the look I ended up creating. It's this very pretty burgundy pink eyeshadow look. It has glitter like on the bottom of my eyes, but you can't really see it unless I get like up close. So if you want to learn how I created this look, and also every product that I have used in this video that is drugstore and that you would maybe want to try out, go ahead and keep watching, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright guys, so just to make it a little bit easier on myself, I already did one side of my face, just the eye without eyelashes, and this is the look we're going to be going for today. It's kind of like a pink brown look, and I'm going to be also adding glitter to my under eyes. So everybody here already knows that I usually use my Anastasia dip brow. That's the only thing I used since I was like a freshman. So it's kind of weird to get out of my comfort zone when it comes to brow pomades and brow products. So as always, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer because this is a drugstore video. So I'm going to be using that for my concealer. And as for dip brow pomades, I'm going to be using the Milani Dip Brow. This one is in the shade 05, which is dark brown. I'm going to be taking this random brush that I got in a set. I really don't remember what I don't really remember what brush it is, because it was one of those days when I was barely getting into makeup and I was obsessed with like trying to get as many brushes as I could get. So I would buy like those whole sets that came with like face brushes, eye brushes, and it came like in the little pouch. On my brows, I always start from right here and then go towards that way, or towards the end of my brow. Okay, so as far as eyeshadow palettes go, I'm going to be using the Red Velvet Revolution palette. So it literally kind of looks like chocolate, but white chocolate, and then like the red under it is so like such a beautiful palette as for packaging wise. And this is the inside of the palette. It just has a lot of very like neutral tones and then like pops of pinks in there. So this is definitely a palette that could be used for everyday looks too. Start out, I'm going to be taking this random crease brush, and I'm going to be taking two shades. I'm going to be using Treat, this lighter warmer orange, and then Blend. I'm going to be taking that in the crease and kind of using patting motions first just to lay the eyeshadow on there, and then start blending. Just gonna kind of follow the natural crease of your eye, so wherever the brush kind of indents, that's where your crease is. So once you get right here, you're kind of just gonna put the brush on the very outer corner of your eye and start flinging it out little by little. We don't want to go too much because we want to see like you know what I mean. I have a hard time explaining things in words. You can kind of see the technique that I'm using. I'm kind of just blending this area and flinging it out like this as I go. I'm taking this random Mary Kay definition brush. I've had this since I was like in 7th grade. And I'm going to be taking Crumbs, which is this like velvety color. Well, obviously like velvet is like this color, but this is like a darker velvet color. And I'm just going to be taking that on the brush. And I don't really know how to explain this. So I'm kind of just going to put the brush in my crease and very lightly pack it on the eye. And blending but patting at the same time, if that makes any sense. So you see how I'm like blending right here and then I'm patting, blending, patting. You're basically going to be doing that the whole time as you make the cut crease look, or as you make a wing look. That's what I'm trying to say. You can always go back with both shades or all 3 shades to just blend it out so you don't have like this harshness right here, as you can see. So I'm going back in with the orange shades and I'm kind of just going over this. That way it blends it all out. Okay, so once we basically go back and forth with all 3 colors and you're happy with how it looks, usually I would take my micellar water and a Q-tip and kind of just clean that whole area where I'm going to put concealer to cut my crease. But today, I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take that same brush I used to do my brows, this flat brush that I told you guys about, and I'm going to pack so much concealer on it, as you can see, just so that when we wipe it and take the eyeshadow with the concealer, it's not leaving a pigment to the concealer, if that makes any sense, because it's a lot of concealer. So you're using, y'all will see what I mean. I kind of just pack it like this, literally just flatten it on my eye, and then take it to the very inner corners, and I just follow the natural curve of my eye. Once I get right about here, this is a trick I use to do my cut creases, well, that I just started doing because it's a lot easier for me. I literally grab more concealer, take the flat brush, and just carve out like if you were doing eyeliner or if you were cleaning up your eyeshadow. I'm placing that right there, right, to kind of act as a guide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, close my eye, and kind of just slowly start to curve it inwards to connect. So this is the only thing I get scared about when doing this trick, is that sometimes I mess up because I get too confident with it when I'm like doing the wings. So as you can see, this one is a lot lower than this one, so I'm going to try to fix it by putting more eyeshadow, and I will be right back when it's all fixed. Okay guys, so I fixed it. It's looking good. Now going in with the NYX Epic Wear waterproof white eyeliner. This is what I really have to concentrate on, so I'm not going to talk. I'm kind of just gonna follow the natural crease that we made already. Basically something like this. Now I'm going to be taking Baked, which is this really soft, not soft, it's this disclaimer guys, make sure you let your eyeliner dry. I'm going to be going in with this brown eyeshadow, so more on the warmer tone. It's really like a That's really, it's a good crease color, I think. And I'm just going to be taking this on this really pointy brush, and I'm going to be making a wing with this eyeshadow. We got that. I'm going to be adding this very bright pink called beetroot. It looks like this, and it's just this very hot bright pink, like neon. And I'm gonna be putting it right under where we put this white eyeliner. I'm just going in with this darker brown called Bitter. It looks like this. It's a very dark brown. I'm going to be taking that and putting it right on this other brown, but I'm putting it more lower than higher, if that makes sense. So like not taking it all the way up here where this other brown is. I'm kind of just keeping it low. This is what it should look like. Taking some more concealer, and I'm just going to place it right here under my eye. And I'm going to take the same flat brush we've been using to cut my crease. And I'm just going to take that concealer and bring it to where we carve out this wing that we made. Just taking my Drugstore concealer called CoverGirl. The brand is CoverGirl. It's called So Lashy Blast Pro by CoverGirl. And I'm just going to be putting this on my eyelashes. Again, I don't curl my eyelashes. Or I've told you guys that before. Now putting on the one thing that is not Drugstore at all. I'm going to be putting my Sweetheart lashes on. These are in the style Irene, and I love these lashes. I got them for my birthday one year, and ever since then, I've just been obsessed. I'm using my lash glue that I always use. This is the Duo Adhesive brush on glue, and these are what the lashes look like on. They're so beautiful. I love how fluffy they are. I could just fly away. Starting with the face, I'm going to be putting the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer, and I use the hydrating one because obviously y'all know my skin is dry as hell. I'm using my favorite Drugstore foundation, which is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow in the shade Natural Beige 205. And I kind of just only put this at the bottom of my face and the sides of my nose and right above my lip. This is the Real Techniques brush. This is the buffing brush. And I'm just gonna blend this foundation. Kind of want Chipotle. A burrito sounds pretty good. Not gonna lie to you guys, it does sound really good. Make sure you guys always blend down the neck because ain't nobody want to see your harsh foundation line. Okay guys, so now that we got that done, I'm going to be putting my concealer on, my e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer in my T-zone. A lot of products, huh guys? Taking this Eco Tools brush, this flat brush, and I'm just going to be blending it with this brush. Okay guys, so as far as contouring goes, I'm not going to be contouring today. I'm just going to be bronzing. But before we do that, I'm going to set my face. So to set my foundation, I'm going to use the Fit Me Loose powder that I always use in the shade Light, number 15. And then to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match powder. This is like it's not a loose powder or anything like that, or to bake. It's literally just to set it in the color W4 Natural Beige. I set that with this brush. It looks like this, and it is a setting brush. So I'm gonna pat this. Now doing the same thing with my powder, my loose powder. kind of just taking it and a really fluffy brush. And I'm going to be setting only where I put foundation. Now for bronzing, I'm going to be using the NYC Smoothkin Bronzing Face Powder. It's not, because I don't know, I used to use like a lot lighter bronzers. Now I kind of use darker ones. So this is probably not even, oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. The face that I make, I'm like this, like Popeye. No, I'll never get over you till I say something new to get me high like you do. Guys, that song used to be my ringtone. That shit got so annoying when I would wake up in the morning, because that would be my alarm tone too. Now taking the NYX, which is NYX, blush in the shade Amber, which is number 29, PB 29, I don't know. Taking it on this blush brush. Anyone else ever put blush on their nose, or is that just me? I just like sprinkle a little bit on there. Tap a little bit on there. So as far as highlight goes, I promise I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna do it after I do my under eyes, because I want to add some glitter to my under eyes. Basically what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking Crumbs, which is the burgundy type of shade that I used to do my crease. I'm gonna take it on these Real Techniques brushes. This is a shading brush. I was about to say smudging brush. And I'm just gonna take it under the eye and blend it really good. I'm gonna take a different smudging brush or whatever, shading brush, and I'm going to take the LA Girl glitter. So this glitter is called Electrify. I just want to show you guys this beautiful, beautiful glitter. I don't even know if it'll focus. It's not a loose glitter, it's more of a pressed glitter. So it has different like color variations in it. It has pink, it has like a green, a yellow, a purple. So it's a really, really pretty shade glitter. And I'm gonna be putting this all under my eyes. Do be careful though, because glitter will get in your eye. Now using the same mascara, I'm gonna be going in with that CoverGirl mascara and just putting this on my bottom lashes and blending my natural lashes with the falsies. As for highlight goes, I dropped it on the floor, so it's broken, and I don't have another drugstore highlight that I have, so this one's gonna have to do. This one is the Profusion Metallized Riches eyeshadow, a highlight. I don't really know what it is, but it's a pretty gold color, so I'm going to be putting that on my, as you can see it's broken, I'm going to be using that as my highlight today. I'm going to kind of just brush it on there with this Real Techniques brush. Tip of the nose. I put highlight everywhere, guys. I love highlight so much. I literally do put it everywhere. Now, I don't have a setting spray that is drugstore, so I'm just gonna use my all-nighter setting spray to do that. But I'm gonna be using this NYX Lippy, and these are the ones that I saw on TikTok. When I tried them, I was like, okay. The first night I tried it and I was like, okay, yeah, I like these, but the only thing is that you really have to let the liquid lipstick dry before you put this glossy thing on there, because that's what apparently keeps it from like moving. This one is the, I don't know which one this is. It doesn't say. It probably doesn't, I just can't see it. Let's go ahead and apply. So this is what this lippy looks like. Once this has like basically dried, I keep going like this so it dries faster. This is when you put the gloss on top of it, which basically sets it in place. Using the Too Faced All Nighter setting spray, set this in place so it doesn't move nowhere. What do you guys think of this look? I love it. It is so pretty. Thanks you guys so much for watching this video, and if you stayed this far, then I appreciate it so much. Drugstore makeup, I love it. It's what I first started buying when I got into makeup. I remember I would go to H-E-B and buy the e.l.f. brushes. I would buy like all of them because they were like $2 to $3. But if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to follow my social medias down below. I'll link, I always link my personal account on Instagram and also my makeup/beauty account. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for my next video. Bye guys.
'Cause you took the best of me without even asking me.